Hey guys, this is What If here. I just wanted to read this out because apparently this is what a 704 employee said about Heat 3. And I just thought I would read it. Again, this could be 100% fake. I don't know. I don't know how authentic this is, but if it is, might as well break it down and also just kind of talk about these elements that it was addressed here. So I'll read them off here. So it says, okay, so the tire wear won't be fixed in NASCAR Heat 3. That's fine. I wasn't expecting anything to be fixed with Heat 3's tire wear in that game. I wasn't expecting. No, I don't think anybody's really expecting that. I think for Heat 4, I guess a lot of us are probably going to be expecting tire wear change thing. Pit strategy is a bit odd, so in the game, the back-end math is off the fuel. That makes no sense because fuel really has no indicative to anything really when it comes, because if you pit and you take 4 tires, that 4 tire stop is going to take longer than taking fuel. So, and also there's been many instances in my career mode and in wind valves where we take less fuel with 4 tires and that does nothing. Like, that does not improve our position. That doesn't, in fact, it really doesn't change anything. And also it really makes no sense. If you take 4 tires, that's a rough 15-second stop. And fuel, even if you take less, you still those tires put on take up that time. So the less fuel equals better spots. The only instance without work is maybe 2 tires or no tires. But even when I take 2 tires and less fuel, that doesn't improve my position. It doesn't change anything. So that makes no sense. And then a lot of this article is just trying to explain that, but it doesn't work. I've tried it. Wind Valve's tried it in his series. It doesn't work the way it's apparently supposed to here. But I'll keep reading. So if you enter pit road with a quarter tank of fuel, you need to change it to 3/4 of a tank. If you leave your fuel on fill tank, it'll simply hold you in the stall for that duration. Change the fuel so it correlates with you giving the most laps for the least amount. To do this, simply change the fuel setting to the lowest amount that you can give to yourself, but the most laps. At the end of the run, in most cases, this is a full tank, but typically in stages you could get away with 3/4 of a tank. Collision physics, again, not a fix for Heat 3. I was not expecting collision physics to be fixed in Heat 3 at all, so that's understandable. NASCAR Heat 4 is an overhaul through the new 2019 Monster Energy Cup Series package. The nose, okay. So that bit there. They say it's an overhaul from Heat to Heat 4. Again, who knows if that's true? I am not going to take the word for it until I have the game in my hands. Even if it looks really different, I won't be 100% certain until I have that game in my hands. The next part in this article, a little paragraph here, is the nose poking is honestly typically on the player. If they put a nose under you, it's because you gave them room, and you shouldn't just come down on them and expect them to move. There's a lot I need to say about this because this is absolute bullshit. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know how to describe this as best as possible, but normally when you go through a corner, I'll turn myself around here. So, when you go through a corner, you enter up high, and you arc it down low into the corner, right? What the AIs do is go like this. They just go straight, middle of the back straightaway, and then they turn. Do you know how fucking weird of an angle that is when they do that? So if you're going up high and you're like this, and you're going through, you're kind of in their line, but they angle themselves in the corner at such a weird angle. And the worst thing is that when that happens, you get screwed over really bad, and they don't. That's the thing that's really bad. And trying to put the blame on the player for that, when they poke their nose at angles like that, it's ridiculous, honestly. This also, it's just, God, I don't know, it's just stupid. I cannot believe they're trying to justify that. It's ridiculous. And also, there's many instances where it's you're off the corner and they'll gain speed by being on the bottom and turning. It's weird. So if you're like at Phoenix, for example, you're off turn 4 and you're kind of going up the track, they'll be on the bottom. They'll just gain speed right on the bottom, and then they'll poke their nose in there. God, it's just so stupid. I can't believe they're trying to like justify it and try to put blame on the player for that. Because a lot of those instances, you're just trying to take the corner normally. And, oh, God. Then the last part of the article is, well, it just says don't move up the track or don't come back down and chop their nose. Kind of simple. Not sure why this is such a huge complaint. He's probably playing on baby mode. There we go. I figured it out. He's probably playing it on stability help, because if it has stability help, your car doesn't fucking fly around and stuff, so it's not a problem. That's probably why. That explains it. I don't know, but let's see. Then the last thing it says is, I think the bigger issue is a 3-wide ping pong deal. Yes, that is a big fucking problem when you touch cars and the thing just flies around and shit. But yeah, if this is true, this article really doesn't add much. Like, the less fuel equals less time thing only works if you take just fuel only and no tires or anything. So that makes no sense. That shouldn't really be how that is. And what else? Damn ping-ponging and the contact, or poking the nose thing. That's stupid. You know, they've done it in other games too, like NASCAR 04 and Thunder 03. Well, that there's instances where that's happened, but usually they will kind of react when you chop their nose off accidentally because you're trying to angle the corner right, and usually they'll kind of get out of balance too. Like, they poke their nose, and like there's instances at Pocono where that happens. Usually when that occurs, they get really out of control too. They're not just like bricks and they'll just run you right over. Like, it's not like that. They'll at least like react, or they'll react realistically in that particular situation, and not just be like complete cement trucks and just run them over. But yeah, surprised they didn't address the like the parody, lack of parody. Again, I got a whole script working on it. This is just a little tiny little thing I wanted to address with freaking star ratings parodies that aren't equivalent to drivers. Like, it's just not even close. Like, if you're in a 3-star team, you are not relative to other 3-star drivers around you. Like, you are purposely like off speed, and it's bullshit. That's not a challenge. That's the most artificial challenge you can give, is when everybody's on the same playing field, at least with star ratings, so you should have the equivalent of performance, and you're just so fucking far back. It's bullshit. Yeah, that's all I wanted to address here. I don't know how legitimate this is or what, but yeah, I just want to put my thoughts out here. But yeah. I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.